Hey, what's up? This is MrBfurr's the Robin from Truth Be Told. Um, there's something that's been on my mind. Almost directly after I posted the video on music and my views on music, um, I started to think a little more, and I came up with the question: what is art? Much like my views on music, I believe it's self-expression, and there's no one who can say that art isn't art. What I mean by that is if a 5 year old expresses himself and draws a stick figure, other 5 year olds will look at that and relate to it. Maybe adults will look at that and relate to it. But if you feel like you're Picasso and you look at it, you might not like it. The same way how that 5 year old will look at your work and they won't like your work. Take this behind me, for instance. I did this with crayon on a big piece of metal, and then I like it. Some other people may say, "Look at that," and they don't actually like it, and I'm fine with that because art is your perception. It was my self-expression to go and kind of do it, and then through my self-expression, there are going to be some people who like it, and there are going to be some people who don't like it. But what bothers me is when, well, I say artists, but I mean anybody. An artist, um, they feel like they can't express themselves because they worry too much about what other people think. Don't worry about what other people think, because the artists who make it the best, the artists who make it the most, and when I say art, I don't just mean visual art. I don't just mean music. I don't just mean poetry. I mean anything. If you're a designer, whatever you do, it doesn't matter what you do. If you're an artist, you're an artist. If you create, you're an artist. If you're an inventor, you're still an artist in some way. What I mean, all that to say, all that to say, um, they feel like they can't express themselves because they worry about what other people think too much. Most of the people who are going to downplay your art, most of the people who are going to say something about you, are so wrapped up on this social idea on what art should be, on what painting should be, on what music should be, on what poetry should be, all these things, that they kind of really don't even know what art is. The people who claim the most to go and say, "Oh, well, I can go and write in a sonnet," you know, they go and bash spoken word. And it's funny because, I mean, really, it's expression. Express yourself. Be free in what you want to do, you know? And in that freedom, you'll find yourself. Don't worry about all these other people. Because most of the time, that's why a lot of artists don't get recognized until they die. Because it's only until after they pass that somebody goes and looks at what they do and say, "Wow, that really touched me. That really meant a lot to me. Let me go and share this with other people." And they find other people with the same views. And it's unfortunate that a lot of times, uh, it takes such a long time for people to actually pick up on what you do. But do what you do. Um, don't try to follow other people, because it's most of the time that we go and get these followers, that we get and get like 20 people who want to go and have the same kind of style as Lil Wayne. You know, try to have the same fashion sense as all these other people. Have your own fashion sense. That could be your art. That could be whatever you want. Um, I know I said a lot, and I'm kind of off into tangents, but that's how I am. Uh, so tell me what you think. Tell me if you agree. Tell me if you disagree. Subscribe. You know, if you like my art or my music, listen to that. If you don't, I'm not forcing you to, cause I mean, If you don't, there's going to be other people who will. So, enjoy. Let the truth be told.